Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Susan. Good to see you this afternoon. I'm going to do something. I'm going to show you this cookbook first, the Amish Community Cookbook. I think I've mentioned in previous videos that I cannot pass up a good cookbook. I have quite the selection. But there's one cake mix in here that just really intrigued me, and it's called Downside Up Fudge Cake. And that's what we're going to make this afternoon. It says to start out you've got a tablespoon of vegetable shortening. Of course I'm using coconut oil. So I'm going to put that in my KitchenAid bowl here. Along with, what are we doing? Along with sugar. Sugar. Let's see, sugar, 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Get some sugar here. Oops, that's 1/3 of a cup. I think 1/3 of a cup. I want 1/4 of a cup. Hold the wrong one. Okay, there's 1/2 a cup. And let's do, there we go. Here's 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Okay, so it says to cream this, so we're going to just kind of lower the thing and cream it. It's going to take a few minutes, I think. In the meantime, we're going to have to sift some ingredients. We're going to have to sift a cup of flour, and I've got some flour here that will brown for me just a little while ago, so I'm going to get a cup of flour there. And do the little scoop it, and I can, scoop it and pack it down, so we're just going to scoop. This looks light and fluffy. I'm not sure what kind of, I think this is white winter wheat berries. Is that what it is?
Hard white.
What was a hard white?
Soft white and loose. It's all trees.
Okay, that's three. Okay, so
that's like an all-purpose.
That's okay. So we have a cup of flour. I'm going to put it in my sifter, and we're going to add cocoa. Put some cocoa here, and we're going to add how much cocoa? 1.5 tablespoons. Alright, here's 1 tablespoon. And we need 1/2. 1.5 tablespoons. Well, let's just do this. There, that looks like 1/2. I got that added. And baking powder, of course. I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of baking powder. One of the reasons I picked this cake is it's chocolate, and I love chocolate. Not that I eat chocolate all the time, but when I get into a chocolate shop, no holds barred. Okay, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Salt in there. Now we're going to sift this. Butter. Oh, it's coming along. Okay, get all those lumps out of there. Okay. That goes right there. So, now it says stir in the milk and the vanilla. I'm going to do that later, a while longer. It says to just cream it. It's not quite creamed yet. Well, we have been having quite the storms every night, it seems like, during the night. We've been getting some nice thunder boomers. And it's really kept everything wet. And now, of course, the garden's growing. And soon we're going to have tomatoes. And with 20 tomato plants, I think I'm going to be a little busy. But we'll show you what happens with those tomatoes. Okay, we're going to stir in a half a cup of milk. There we go. And what's it say? Vanilla. Just a teaspoon of vanilla. Now I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. It's about a teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to stir that in here. And I'm going to have to turn on the oven or the stove top and get some water to boil. We're going to do some boiling water. Why, I don't know. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Now, I had to boil the water on the stove because I come to find out my electric tea kettle is elsewhere. So, okay, we've added the, now we're going to add the mixture. So let's see what we can do here. Get it all stirred up. You know, I'm going to add another quarter of a cup of flour because this is freshly milled and it needs to soak up some of the moisture. Let me do this. Let me sift about another quarter of a cup. I don't know if you've been milling your own flour. We have, and it's a learning curve, to tell the truth. But we're getting better at it, and I think I don't know. We are getting better at it, aren't we, Will?
Well, we think we are.
But then, what do we know? Okay, I'm going to add another quarter cup of flour here. There, that looks good. That looks better. Okay, and stir this up. And then it says pour it into a greased 8-inch square pan. We're going to do that. And I have pan here. Get rid of some of this stuff that I have sprayed with avocado oil, because this is one of those US made pans that you cannot spray with Pam. You have to use an oil. So what I'm going to do is just kind of smear the oil around. And I'm going to get the sides and the corners, because we have to turn this out on a serving plate after it's baked. We'll see how this turns out. I've never made this recipe before, so I'm kind of living dangerously doing it on a video. But hey, we all make mistakes in the kitchen. It's all trial and error anyway. Okay, so we're going to get, I'm going to scrape the beater here. Get this off. It looks chocolatey, that's for sure. Okay. And then, let me get this. Well, there we go. I want to make sure I've got everything mixed in the bottom. Remember to always scrape the bottom of your pan. You don't want any clumps or anything down in there. So we're going to pour this in our pan. You know, I took a couple days off of filming. That's why you haven't seen anything in a couple days. We had, we have 30 people here the other night for a barbecue. For people from Vacation Bible School at our church. We have a crew of young people that come up and do the Bible study, and then some of the parents and grandparents came, kids. Had a fun time, but I spent a lot of time doing things like macaroni salad, baked beans, deviled eggs. You know, one thing I didn't do, and I don't think anybody even noticed, I didn't do a dessert. Oh well. Now, I've got some water boiling. It says, this is fun. Combine the cocoa sugars. We're going to do more cocoa and sugar. So let's do that in this bowl. Let's just wipe it out here. Get all this flour out of it. So anyway, we had about 30 people here. So I was a little busy. Okay, now we're going to do the topping. We're going to do some more cocoa, a quarter cup of cocoa. Okay. Let me grab a quarter of a cup here. There we go. Okay. Well, this is about going to use up all my cocoa, which is good. I can get another one. Okay, there's a quarter of a cup of cocoa. And we want it says half a cup of nuts. Okay, we did that. Half a cup of white sugar. Okay. So half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of brown sugar. Wow. This is the topping. Okay, let's see what we can do here. It doesn't say to pack it down. So I'm just going to pack it down lightly then. Okay. All right, we've got a half a cup of brown sugar. And I'm going to mix this up. Can you see what's going on here?
Now, what do you do with that? And you just lay that on top and then you bake it? Is that the plan?
Well, no, it says combine the cocoa and sugars, sprinkle evenly over the top.
Okay.
Well, it says I was supposed to sprinkle the nuts first, but I didn't, so we're just gonna.
Okay.
That's an example of not reading your recipe clearly. That's okay. We'll get it handled. So we're gonna sprinkle this over the top. I guess maybe you'll see that.
Is that sprinkling in? Is that what that is?
This is,
what
yeah.
you're doing? Okay. You have a good way to sprinkle.
Yeah, good way to sprinkle. There we go. Get it in the corners. Boy, that's a lot of sugar.
Woofda.
Woofda's right. Okay. Kind of smooth that out there. Now here's the surprise. I've got to do 1 1/4 cups of boiling water. Excuse me. You pour it over batter and the topping.
Okie doke.
Excuse me. I don't know why we do this. Let's do this with my hand. So we're going to do there's 1 cup. That should be about enough. And it says make sure the water was boiling. So we're just going to pour it over the top, I guess. This seems like a real strange cake. I've never made anything quite like this before. Okay, bake at 350 for 35 minutes. Cool 15 minutes before you invert it onto a serving plate. So I'm going to put this in the oven for 35 minutes and we'll be back and see what happens with it.
Okay.
Okay, we've baked it for 35 minutes. We've let it cool for 15. I'm kind of scraping the side of the pan because now, oh dear, I'm a brave soul, like Will said, to do this on camera. We're going to have to invert it. I hope this doesn't slide off onto the floor. I hope. Let me see if I can get a hold of it here. I don't know what's going to come out here.
Chili will be there for you.
Can you grab the plate? There we go. Just set her down. Okay, let's see what happens here. That pan's still hot.
What do you think there, brave soul?
Well,
is this a video we want to keep? Is this one of those things
it
that
might
just
be
didn't work
good.
out? Huh?
And maybe I didn't get the pan greased good. You never know. Well, it says it's a fudge cake. So let's just, you know, sometimes things are a mess, but they're so good. All right, now, it looks to me like you serve it with a spoon. So I happen to have a bowl and a spoon here. Watch out, it'll be hot with that fudge on it. What's your expert opinion?
Very good.
Is it good?
Yeah, I would put vanilla ice cream on it.
Oh yeah. Ooh, well if we did it now we wouldn't have ice cream. We just have like a cream. Is it hot?
Good.
Mmm. Oh boy. That is tasty. I would grease my pan better. Maybe I didn't get it greased real good over here. And I know it looks like a hot mess But boy, you put some vanilla ice cream on that when it cools, and you got dessert. So I will tell you, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It'll really help me out. Until next time, blessings to you and your family. Have a good day.